Okay, so in terms of traditional online business, I've been running my own engineering consultancy for about 4 years now. In terms of what I like to call neo-online business or new age online business, I've been running the Love Work at Home blog for 3 years, the YouTube channel for 2 years, and a lead generation business for about 1.5 years. So suffice to say, based on my experience, I've got an idea about online business, not to mention the research that we pour into Love Work at Home about all this sort of stuff. So in this video, 5 of the best online business ideas to make money in 2022, 23, 24 and beyond for beginners. Check it out. What's up guys, I'm Rowan, this is loveworkathome.com. Hit subscribe, smack the bell, let's get into it. Number 1 is podcasting. Now this falls under the neo online business model, or as I said before, new age online business model, because it didn't exist before the internet. It exists, that's a bit of a mouthful for some reason, because of the internet, or thanks to the internet. Probably at least heard of podcasting if you haven't listened to podcasts themselves. Now it's a great way to reach an audience who might not have time to sit down and watch a YouTube video or read a blog. It's kind of the auditory version of, that sort of content. Now, some of the benefits of starting a podcast include growing your own niche audience who grow to, know, like, and trust you, and they want to purchase whatever it is you have to offer. Also, if you're a good talker and you're not so good on video or writing, then audio might be the best option for you. And also, there are many ways to monetize a podcast. Let's explore that for a second. A podcast can be a standalone thing with no website or bricks and mortar kind of establishment, but you really would be limiting the monetization options if you went down that path. If your podcast is standalone, then you can monetize with things like sponsorships, donations, crowdsourcing, things like that. But when your podcast is just one arm of your marketing efforts that is actually sending people or traffic back to your website, then it opens up a plethora of options such as, affiliate marketing, selling your own product, selling your own service, sponsorships, paid content, merchandising, and much, much more. For more information, check out the link in the description below of this video for our blog on podcasting. Okay, number 2 is graphic design, which has been around since long before the internet. But nowadays, it could be definitely considered a traditional online business if you started a consultancy, for example. Or it could be started even easily and more readily as a freelancer. Something that I love about graphic design is that it really can be taught, or self-taught, I should say. There are an unlimited number of blogs, YouTube videos, online courses that are so readily available, some paid, some free, that you can really learn this industry from scratch, without paying for university or something like that. To get started in this industry, you really need to consider some things like what type of graphic design service you can offer. Do you have the skills to start your own graphic design business, or at least get started with it? Do you have the equipment and software needed to start a graphic design business? Growing an online portfolio and presence, also how to calculate your rate, keeping track of finances and project tracking. Then you want to consider things like niching down so you can find a more targeted audience, and finding clients. These are all considerations that need to be made. All of this is fleshed out much more in our blog titled How to Start a Graphic Design Business for Freelancers, which is linked in the description below. Down there is also where to find the best remote graphic design jobs and the 10 best online graphic design courses. Okay, number 3 is bookkeeping, which has been around for even longer than graphic design, so it's definitely a traditional business, which can be done online these days, and it can also be done under this over here, the freelance online business model. Now, in our blog titled What is Bookkeeping and a Bookkeeper Job Description, we note that bookkeeping involves recording financial transactions for a business, and that bookkeeping is kind of like a pared down version of accounting, which is good because it means you don't have to get all the qualifications that an accountant needs to get. And it means you can start making money online with bookkeeping sooner. Now, some of the specific tasks that you would do or could do as a freelance bookkeeper include things like recording financial transactions, maintaining financial records, fact-checking financial data, updating financial statements, ensuring accounts are actually current and accurate, and tracking income and expenditures, and so on. Again, we have a ton of blogs on bookkeeping linked in the description below, including this one that I said a second ago, What is Bookkeeping? There's also where to find the best bookkeeping jobs from home, how to start a bookkeeping business step by step, work from home bookkeeping, it adds up for earning online. Oh, and the 7 best online courses in bookkeeping. Okay, we're on to number 4, which is web development, which is definitely a neo-online business. You may have disregarded web development because you don't know how to code, but just hear me out. Yeah, sure, loads of the best web developers know dozens of coding languages, but that's not a necessity these days. In fact, there are plenty of people making a very good wage just using drag and drop programs and softwares like Wix, for example. In fact, my mate Tony, who developed this Love Work at Home website, did it using Elementor because I had no idea where to start with it. Now, these tools may be relatively easy to use, but they're still fiddly and pretty time consuming. So people like me, but also most businesses out there, would rather outsource this job because, the learning process is just going to take them too long. They've got other things to do. Now, that being said, your earning potential is going to be higher if you do know your React Native from your HTML, for example. Somewhere like Codecademy could be a good place to start your education in this kind of neo-online business that is also done on a freelance basis. Okay, number 5 is SEO, which I'll guarantee wasn't a thing 25 years ago, making this a definite neo-online business that's also great for freelancers. Now, many businesses understand the importance of having an online presence and also the power of being at Google's top search results, but they have no idea how to get there. They've heard of SEO, but that's about it, and that's where you come in as an SEO. It's a great beginner-friendly industry, and I say that because I took a course on SEO. When I told my friend about this course, he took the course and got his website ranking to the top of Google very, very quickly. That being said, SEO is something that is dynamic, and it's a constantly changing landscape, which is good because your clients will keep needing you on an ongoing basis. Now, as an SEO, you would do things like on-page and off-page optimization, keyword research, content creation, link building, competitor analysis, and so much more. There are a plethora of beginner's guides to SEO all over the internet, so you can start your education right now. I hope you got something out of that. If so, be sure to hit this subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.